Welcome back to Attack of the Pack. Draft recap episode, Redskins edition. You know, for a team that hasn't had a lot of first round picks, they got a shit ton of picks in this draft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 picks. They wanted more picks and they got more picks. So, let's run through them. Brandon Scherf, first pick. I'm sure this has been much played out by the time you're watching this, but the new Scherf in town. Preston Smith, second pick. Matt Jones, third. That would be offensive guard, defensive end, running back. Jameson Crowder, wide receiver, fourth. Ari Kwanjo, offensive guard. Martell Spate, outside linebacker. Keyshawn Jarrett, strong safety. Excuse me. Tevin Mitchell, cornerback. Evan Spencer, wide receiver. And Austin Ryder, center from South Florida.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thoughts, Joe?
Hopefully somebody pans out. Team needs all the help they can get.
I think they got a lot of depth.
Yeah.
A lot of depth. I mean, Brandon Scherf, he can play either guard and pop out to right tackle if need be. They have Trent Williams at the left tackle, so they don't need help there. Preston Smith, hopefully can play some defensive end for him. Matt Jones maybe rotates in with Alfred Morris to give him a 1-2 punch in the backfield. Jamison Crowder could, come in that slot area in between Pierre Garçon and Deshaun Jackson. Ari Kwanjo, another offensive guard. And then they get Spate, outside linebacker from Arkansas, could be a rotational player. And then you got a couple of rotational players from there. So very solid, very solid. Nothing that's really gonna that guy's. I mean, outside of Scherf, I don't see any of them that are like definite starters. But down the road, you could have, if you count Matt Jones splitting carries with Alfred Morris, you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starters in their first 6 picks. So
I was just looking up, if Scherf and Kwanjo can pan out and help with some protection, because they gave up quite a few sacks last year.
yeah, well, they had RG3 who just stood in the pocket like a statue despite his physical ability.
What physical ability? He has no knee.
Yeah. So very solid. Taking the 49ers/Seahawk approach, collect picks, get good players, get more picks.
Well, why not? That's the point. Why not get a quarterback?
Well, they weren't at any that they felt were. They weren't at a point where they felt any were going to be worthwhile. Plus, this is probably RG3's last year, and they didn't want to go in there and Redskins. They didn't want to go in there and probably draft somebody who's going to give any serious competition to RG3.
Well, who knows? Hopefully, Cousins or somebody else pans out after RG3
Goes down with another injury.
They look
Yeah.
well,
Yeah. Connor Holiday. They signed him as an undrafted free agent. Connor Holiday from Washington State. See, so they kind of drafted a running back or a quarterback, kind of. Not really, but they got a rookie. Yeah. So very, very interesting, nonetheless. All right, so I think that's going to round it out for the Redskins and the NFC East. Now we will be on to the NFC West and our last conference for today. Our last division, I should say. Alright, Joe. Send us out.